So I recently started working with Mercedes-Benz of Grapevine. This store is located in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area. My name is Justin Fuller. I'm the Director of Digital Sales for TrueSpot, and I'm working with these guys to help them track keys and vehicles on both the retail side and the service side. So on the retail side, they're using my key tracking tags, which are right here. Just simply connect this up to a set of keys, and my vehicle tracking tags. You throw this around the rearview mirror, and that allows you to see the location of the vehicle. So if I was running a search, super simple. Jump into find a key, find a car, type in my stock, my VIN, or a partial, come down, find that vehicle, select it, and then it'll show me the location of the vehicle on the map and then tell me, hey, this is in the pre-owned lot on the east side. And then I can jump over to the key and it'll tell me, hey, this key is in the used key room as we speak. For service, they're using my service style tags. So I've got a hang tag you can throw on the rearview mirror of the car that's reusable and of course trackable, and a key tag with a matching number. So they know all they've got to do, click this on the keys, throw this on the car, make sure 6040 lands on the RO. So when they open up the app, they can run the search and then they can see where that vehicle and that key is. Perfect example, I open this up, I go to my service tag, it shows me the location of the vehicle and tells me, hey, this is in the internal west middle lot, and I can zoom in and zoom out. And then I jump over to the key. This set of keys is in the main shop in Service Bay 59 as we speak. So I'm not going to go over the entire dashboard, but I am going to answer a couple questions that I regularly get asked. And that's one, can I look at multiple vehicles at once? Yes, you can. Here's the location of every single vehicle on their campus, whether it's sales or service. And I can even divide these out. So if they only want to look at service vehicles, I can start to break this out and divide it depending on what you want. The second part to that is, can I view every single key on the campus at once? And the answer is absolutely you can. So at the end of a night, if you're closing down and I can see that there's keys still out here on the lot, I may want to get those back inside the building. If I need to know which ones, I can hover over them or I can click into that geofenced area and it'll give me a list with every single key that's out there in that specific zone. I regularly get the question, will this work across multiple campuses? What if I've got a main lot like I'm looking at? I also have a secondary store that we want to track at, and maybe I have a parking structure that's a couple miles down the road that I want to know what's over there as well. You can click into the geofenced area and it'll present you a list with every stock number and VIN vehicle that's sitting over there. So Justin, if a vehicle or a key leaves the campus, can I track it then? Anytime a key tag or a vehicle tag leaves the campus, it immediately starts a timer. So if you said, hey, I want to know if I have any vehicles that have been gone for more than 4 hours. Well, guess what? Right here on the dashboard, I can click this spot and it'll show me of 3 vehicles that I have that have left the campus, been gone for more than 4 hours, but less than 24 hours. I can take it a step further and jump into one of those vehicles and it'll tell me exactly when the vehicle left. 2/17/25 at 6:03 p.m. And where was the last place it was seen? Right here in the Sprinter lot. I can do that exact same thing for keys. If I want to come across this dashboard to the top, I can go last sightings of keys and go, hey, show me any set of keys that's been gone for more than, let's say, 24 hours. Well, here's a list of 5 sets of keys that have left the campus and have been gone for more than 24 hours. So this way, if a set of keys or keys and a vehicle or just a vehicle leaves the campus, you can always see what's left and how long it's been gone for. Could I get alerts? Absolutely. So if you say, hey, I want to know anytime a set of keys or a vehicle has been gone for more than 6 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, you pick. You can receive an email alert with stock numbers and VINs related to the keys or the vehicles or both that have been off your campus. What if my store has old age units? Can you show me where they're sitting on the campus so I can better sell them? Absolutely. You've got a days in inventory tab up here. I can click on this and say, hey, show me everything that's 60 to 89 days old and the location of it. So if you're trying to figure out why some of your old age units aren't selling, well, maybe it's not what it is, but where it is. If I get over here and I've got old age units parked in Recon, and I've got 3 of them, what are the chances I'm going to sell a car that no one can ever see? Can you provide me with reporting? Absolutely we can. Let me show you 2 different examples. These guys wanted to be able to tell any tag that hadn't moved in amounts of time that they pick. Well, check this out. They have this toggle right here that they can scroll across and go, hey, show me anything that hasn't moved in 3 days. And then they get a list of every tag number that's been sitting still. So this way they can check the RO and go, is it holding on a part? Are we waiting on a customer approval? How come tag number 52 hasn't moved into a shop or out of a shop in 3 days? This is a great way to keep track of those things. Here's a second report. This is a test drive report. These guys can go, hey, I want to look at anything that's been test driven for more than 10 minutes but less than 30 minutes and get a list of every stock number and VIN that left the campus for that window of time. Not only can they do that, they can also pick certain days. So if they say, hey, I only want to see vehicles that were test driven on the 13th. So this way you can start to understand what are people test driving versus what are they buying. Or on top of that, if I'm getting a car that's been driven 10 times that day or 17, like this vehicle in the middle, why hasn't someone bought that? Or are we maybe using this vehicle in a way that we shouldn't? Are we using this to go run errands or grab parts? Or what is this vehicle being used for? You can start to really use this data in a lot of different ways. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about tracking keys, tracking cars, tracking through service, or maybe you want to learn about my integrations, I've got integrations set up with KeyTrack, Keeper. I've got integrations set up with GPS guys like Pastime. There's all kinds of different things that we can do. Let's talk about your store. Let's talk about the single lot that you have, or maybe the recon center down the street, or the parking structure that you want to track on multiple levels. We can do all of it. Give me a call, text, email. Let's set up a demo for your store and figure out ways to make you more efficient and stop wasting time and money on misplaced and lost keys and lost cars.